Rashad Evans, Thiago Silva. UFC 108. Check your local listings.
Rashad Evans versus Thiago Silva is a big fight for the light heavyweight division, easily one of the very deepest talent pools in the UFC. Shogun, who had the controversial loss to Lyoto Machida being at the top. Tito Ortiz is now back in the mix. You've got so many good guys in that division. Amongst those good guys, Rashad Evans and Thiago Silva are at the very top of that heap. Both men getting back on track. Thiago Silva has rebounded from his loss to Lyoto Machida with a brutal knockout of Keith Jardine. Rashad Evans has never lost before. The loss to Lyoto Machida is the first loss in his career, so we have yet to see how he rebounds from this loss. For both men, a victory means they move back into title contention, they move back into the hunt.
It's like a race to see who can get back to Machida.
Yo, Thiago, I'm here. I'm ready. Come get me, baby.
Rashad Evans, take him to the ground, get on top of him, use the ground and pound that won him the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship.
Champion of the world! Every time this guy fights, he gets better and better.
And again, UFC.
I think there's a lot that I can split on Thiago Silva, you know, but it's going to come down to execution. You know, you can see holes in anybody's game, but it's about how you execute, how you capitalize on those holes that make the big difference.
I think in order for Rashad to reach his true potential, he has to use all the tools that are available to him, and one of the big tools that he hasn't been using is his wrestling. He's an outstanding wrestler, and, you know, very, very strong and explosive, athletic guy. And I think that is going to be one of the keys for victory in this fight for Rashad, is to take Thiago down, assume a dominant position, and work the brutal ground and pound that earned him the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship when he knocked out Forrest Griffin.
He's already taken his fight after his loss. I'm still trying to get that out the way. He's going to be my fight to get over my loss. You know, so he's got that advantage over me in that respect, but
both guys come from great camps. I think this is a really interesting matchup. Rashad Evans with the legendary Greg Jackson in Albuquerque, New Mexico, with such greats as, of course, Keith Jardine, Nate Marquardt, and, of course, George St. Pierre, one of the very best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. It's a very tough test for him. He's stepping in there against a very, very dangerous guy in Thiago Silva.
You know, I am the best in the world. I'm number one. We're both on our path to try to get back, to try to get a chance to fight this dude again. It's like a race to see who can get back to Machida.
Both guys are capable of knocking the other one out with one shot. Thiago has demonstrated that many times. Thiago Silva is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He has excellent Muay Thai.
Another guy, well-rounded, doesn't mind standing up, great on the ground. This is going to be a tough fight, and again, another fight that's going to catapult a guy closer to the top of the food chain at the 205-pound division.
This could be it. So those bombs are coming in.
I trust my striking, I trust my ground game, and I trust my jiu-jitsu. I'm ready for anything.
He's a more well-rounded fighter, and he has a lot of experience in the octagon. He's a comfortable guy. He's going to be loose and relaxed when he gets in there. He's very aggressive. He always comes in tremendous shape. He's world-class.
And Silva gets the takedown. Mendez is in big trouble. And it is all over! Thiago, good right uppercut. And he follows with a knee. Thiago might have hurt him there with that. And a good right hand again.
I think that he feels that he can win this fight in any position. I feel like he thinks he can win this fight on the ground with his black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I feel like he can win this fight standing with his Muay Thai. What he has to be careful of is Rashad Evans is very explosive, very fast.
Rashad doesn't stand a chance against me. I'm better standing up, better on the ground, and in the clinch.
I think that Thiago Silva is going to have to stay busy, go after him, pressure him hard, and try to put him in uncomfortable places.
It doesn't matter to me if it's Rashad or anybody else. It's whoever's next in line. I want that belt. This tattoo is my motto. It says never quit. It's a philosophy responsible for my success so far and will continue to keep me on top of any opponent inside the octagon. Rashad likes to run his mouth and talk trash. He even said I talk trash to him, which is not true. I'm just getting ready for my fight, and I don't pay attention to what my opponents are saying about me.
Keith Jardine and Rashad Evans are very, very close friends, training partners. They're like brothers, those two guys.
I talked to Dana, I was like, yeah, I would like to fight Thiago. I don't care how tough he thinks he is. It doesn't even matter. I just want to fight him because he did beat my boy.
This is the co-main event of the evening.
Thiago Silva taking on the Dean of Mean, Keith Jardine.
I was very focused on this fight because Jardine has a very unorthodox style. He trained with the striking coach and came in with a strategy. He completely followed that strategy.
There's those heavy kicks you talked about. Heavy leg kicks. Switching around.
He followed his coach's strategy perfectly. Jardine wanted to come in after me without exposing himself and staying tight, always looking for the counterattack. He was very successful at this.
In Jardine's guard, kind of swept at the same time. Thiago Silva, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
By the way, Keith Jardine, very underrated ground game. You don't see it that much, but he's got great skill on the ground.
I wanted to fight him because he beat Jardine. And Thiago looked like a beast his last fight. I don't care how good he looked, you know. I don't care how tough he thinks he is. It doesn't even matter. I just want to fight him because he did beat my boy, you know.
I was expecting him to throw the punch. At the same time, I would throw my left hook. It connected perfectly. When I saw him fall down, I went in for the ground and pound. It's one of the things I do best. It was the perfect position for me. It knocked him out.
Teach a chimp karate.
Be a heavy-handed chimp. Oh! He got rocked.
He's hurt.
It's all over!
Wow.
Thiago Silva defeats Keith Jardine.
Wow. And it happened like that.
Telling you, that's a violent dude right there.
Rashad Evans had to sit back and watch his good friend and teammate Keith Jardine get knocked unconscious by Thiago Silva. Rashad wants revenge for his good friend.
I really want to hit this dude.
It's dangerous for Rashad to enter the ring mad at me for knocking out Jardine.
Both guys are hungry. Both guys are at the top of the heap at 205, so a lot is at stake in this fight.
That way, 7, 8.
I am the best 205 pounder. You know, there's no doubt in my mind. And now I'm going to go out there and prove it.
I go in there to win or die trying. I treat every fight like it could be my last. And I treat every opponent as a chance to fight for the title.
Thiago Silva wins by knockout.
That's all I want. If I have to climb 1,000 mountains to get there, then that's what I'll do. No doubt about it.
Thiago is a top contender at 205. If Rashad can step in and put away Thiago, that would be gigantic for his career and move him right back into the top of the heap at 205.
I got something for him. I'm not going to just let him walk me down. You know, you ain't going to just walk me to the cage or walk me to a clinch situation. You know, you got to earn that.
He is truly the real deal.
I want him to panic and feel that feeling like, dang, man, maybe I didn't prepare enough.
I am ready for anything and for anybody.
Thiago should be expecting hell.
The UFC is kicking off 2010 with a clash between two knockout kings. When former light heavyweight champion Sugar Rashad Evans takes on jiu-jitsu black belt Thiago Silva. The race is on for a shot at the light heavyweight title. Whose knockout power will reign supreme? Bayonetta presents UFC 108 live Saturday, January 2nd from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Only on pay-per-view.